Today I'm gonna share with you 7 sexy and daring fragrances. The fragrances that have ability of getting compliments, great reactions for you, but in the same time they are not that much easy to wear or easy to like, especially at the first sniff. Without further ado, I want to start by Aoud Cafe from House of Mancera. In the brief, this fragrance is a nasty fragrance, especially at the first sniff. It is smoky, medicinal, dark and kinda cat pissy and absolutely not a pleasant scent. Mancera Aoud Cafe is one of those on a steroid potent Mancera fragrances. You know, we have usually very strong and average Mancera fragrances. This is one of those very strong Mancera fragrances. That's why at the opening is very nasty, potent, medicinal and unpleasant, I can say. But this one is all about Dryden. At the Dryden is way better and much more complimentary. Like the name, Aoud Cafe. This is all about oud and coffee. Very dark notes because coffee is here, very roasted, over roasted, dry and kind of burning coffee. Almost near to a smoking type of coffee, I can say. Oud is as well, but oud at the opening is a bit medicinal and I can say not pleasant. At the Dryden is like coffee, dry and smoky. We need something to give a balance to smokiness, darkness and that not pleasant dry vibe of coffee and oud because they are so potent. We have some stone fruity vibes here available. In the note breakdown they say peach, but it's between peach, apricot, some stone fruity vibe I can say is here available to give a great balance to that darkness, bitterness of oud and coffee. Next fragrance is Amen by Thierry Mugler. I remember I've gotten few very solid bad comments by this fragrance and also great compliments. But that bad comments was my bad because I wore this one in the summer and my friend said to me that your fragrance is very bad and gives me headaches. I am like that a bit. Sometimes at the winter I miss summer fragrances, at the summer I miss winter fragrances. Missing summer fragrances at the winter is not that much problem, but especially here at Denmark people are a bit sensitive and kind of polite. Missing winter fragrances at the summer is a bit problem, like Amen. About scent of Amen, it is smoky, dark, deep, thick and in the same time sweet. It is kind of gourmand I can say, but in the same time no, because it is overburnt, caramelly, sugary type of fragrance. I can say near to burning or a smoking type of caramel and sugar. Next fragrance is Bentley For Men Intense. Okay, by this scent profile I suggest you only fall and winter in dressed up situations. Out of these situations and seasons you're gonna get 100% bad comments by this fragrance, but when you are dressed up at the fall and winter it turns to such a sexy and masculine and lady pleaser type of fragrance. Out of these situations and dressed up occasions you're gonna get 100% bad comments by jeans and t-shirts by this fragrance. Scent of the fragrance is very complex, but it is leathery, spicy and boozy as a main players, but you can find a lot of sub notes at the between, but main players is boozy notes, resiny, leathery notes and spicy. Resin gives to this fragrance a bit of smokiness, very less. It is not dominated or prominent kind of smoke. Hints of smoke is at the background. The spices like cinnamon gives to this fragrance a well-balanced sweetness. Leather is available here and boozy notes is prominent and dominated like 40%. Next fragrance is from House of Montale, Honey Oud, one of my most favorite fragrances. From this house at the opening fragrance is a bit messy and syrupy. I can get two kinds of syrups at the opening than this fragrance. First, cough syrupy, second, sugary, thick syrupy. That cough syrupy vibe after half an hour at the dry down will turn to oudy, smoky and dry oudy notes, not again cough syrupy. That sugary thick syrupy note will turn to honey notes at the dry down. So at the opening is nothing about honey and oud. It is very unpleasant, medicinal and extremely overwhelming sweet and thick kinda. But at the dry down is very smooth, semi-gourmand fragrance by dominated honey and oud. Semi-gourmand because oud doesn't let that much to fragrance to stay edible. Atmosphere of honey oud at the dry down is absolutely a daring, sexy fragrance. Forget about opening. This fragrance is not about opening. Opening is a big pass. But at the dry down you have a little bit daring notes, like not dominated, like maximum 25-30%, and you have dominated sexy and lady pleaser notes like honey. Honey Oud by Montale, a great choice for fall and winter. For next, we have here Shura from House of Rasasi. Let me say that the first, you don't need more than 2 puffs by this fragrance. On the back of the neck, under the shirt, on your chest. That's it, not more than these 2 puffs. This is a very potent, masculine and daring fragrance by some soft and sexy notes. Masculine daring like leather, oud, ashy, dark, dirty notes. And soft notes like sugary, candy flossy and floral notes. Next fragrance is from Cologne Herrera, Siege Man, Prive. About this one, it is not a great fragrance for close encounters, because this one is also like Shura. It smells nasty, very unpleasant on the skin, but in the air it is a very great fragrance. So not for hugging, kissing situations, I can say. For the rest is okay. Fall and winter, I prefer it better for fall. It fits a bit fall better. It is not that much potent for winter in my opinion. It smells like a niche fragrance from a designer house, like those houses that have niche private lines. 70% in the niche and daring side, and it has that 30% pleasant designery DNA as well. Dominated notes are here boozy and leathery notes, but we have also here lots of great sub notes like spices, resins and tonka. Next fragrance is Toy Boy from Moschino. I can say to this one, daring in a good way, because it is not a safe fragrance, not a blind by worthy, not for everybody, but it is in the same time pleasant and sexy complementer type of fragrance. It is daring, but it is in the same time very great complementer. Atmosphere of the fragrance is kind of floral, fruity or oriental spicy. You can fit this one in both categories. We have a lots of pink pepper here. It is peppery, and dominated notes are here pear, very juicy sweet pear, and rose. Rose is a bit jammy. That pear is sweet, rose is sweet. It is overly type of sweet fragrance. Best season for this one is fall and winter, because it is a bit sticky, potent, lasts long and projects well. I don't prefer that much floral, fruity and sickly gourmand type of fragrances for spring and summer. You know how much I love you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you have any opinion, suggestion, question, let me know in the comments below. I will answer you. See you in another video.